Hello, Kat Miller here. I hope you're doing awesome. Hey, do you want to know how to create content that people will want to read? Whether that's emails, blogs, social media posts, captions, website, everywhere that you show up. Do you want to write it in a way that people actually stop and really actually want to read it? Now, it can feel overwhelming. It can feel so hard, especially when you're not a copywriter, to know how to put your words together in a way that really lands with the right people, the people that you are trying to attract, your ideal clients. But it's actually really simple when you know how to do it. Like once you learn it, once you open your eyes to what's possible, it actually kind of feels like magic, but it's not magic. It's just that you know the ingredients that go into compelling content that people want to read. So many people are frustrated that their content is not getting them the engagement, the reach, the impact, and ultimately, let's face it, the clients, the business that they want. Because when your content isn't actually doing its job, it can feel really discouraging. It can feel disheartening, disappointing. You can put in all this effort and feel like it's such a waste. But really, it's just because there's often just some crucial things missing in your content. And I spoke about this at my workshop yesterday. I talked about how we need an overarching content strategy where every post, everything we share is intentional. It has a purpose, it has a reason, it has a clear action that we want people to take, even if it's just a small thing, that they actually do something as a result of reading your content. So good content, compelling content moves people to action. And if you want to know how to do this, you are in the right place, my friend, because content that does this is the thing that if you miss the keys, you can miss out on having clients, you can miss out on helping people, you can miss out on income. A lot of you are leaving a lot of money on the table just because you don't know some of these copywriting things. I definitely didn't when I started out. I had no idea about these things. So I want to share with you some of these things here. If you want to know more after this video, I'm running a workshop this Saturday. I'm not sure when you're watching this. By the way, if you're here live, could you just pop the word live in the chat box? I always love knowing who's here live. And thank you, those of you who are here live. It's always great to have you here live. Always appreciate you being here. Hey, everybody. Hey, thanks so much. I've got my team to tag those of you in that have requested that. So that's awesome. Thank you for that, Butter. So when I first learned about these, I couldn't believe the difference that it made in my content. Oh, by the way, if you're watching the replay, can you just put replay in the comments? And I'd also love it if you could just write some comments as we go. It really helps to keep the interaction going. I don't always look down at the comments because I'm focusing on what I'm sharing, but it really does help to get it out to more people. And it also means that you're kind of interacting, and you'll retain it better. So if I say something that stands out to you, please pop it in the comments. I always really appreciate your comments, and I always read them thoroughly after. As soon as I jump off, I always read the comments straight away. So let's talk about how to write content that has the right words to attract people, engage people, and impact the people that you want to reach. Let's get stuck into it. So why is this important? First of all, if you don't know how to write content that people will want to read, you can end up wasting so much time. Right? Have you ever spent hours on something? I remember I used to spend hours on blogs, hours on posts, hours on emails, and sometimes I get nothing, I just hear crickets, and it's really discouraging and demoralizing. All the D words, disappointing, depressing, to go to all this effort of the work and not get a return on investment of your time. Your content doesn't do its job. Ultimately, the job of the content, yes, it's to build relationships. Yes, it's to help people. Yes, it's to educate, position yourself as a thought leader, all of those things. But ultimately, it's to get you clients. And if it's not doing that, then something's broken and we need to fix it. But when you know how to do this, you impact more lives. More people reach out to you, more people send you messages, respond to your emails, respond to your posts. And ultimately, your content turns your followers into your clients, which is what we want, right? You want to make sure that you develop the skill, because it is a skill. And when you have it, it means that you never have to worry about clients or money ever again. I don't wonder how to get clients anymore. I know how to get clients. And once you've got the skill, you can you'll know it too. So there's obviously a lot more to it than I can share in this short video, but I just want to give you 3 ways that you can write content that people want to read straight away. And so if you want to dive deeper into it, just pop the word worksheet in the workshop into the comments now, and I'll flick you the details of the workshop coming up. I forgot to mention that before, where I'm actually sharing my whole strategy and formula, 7-part formula of what to put into your emails, your blogs, your posts, how to structure it, following brain science, psychology, and 30-day content plan. Like it's incredible. I got so much great feedback from the workshop yesterday. So if you want to come and you haven't registered, just drop the word workshop in the comments now. Okay, if you're taking notes, write these down. Number 1, these are juicy, team. These are juicy ones. They're not the simple, obvious ones. Number 1, use green language, not red language. Use green language, not red language. Green language is go language. Green language encourages people to go, take action, move forward, do something. Stop language, red language is stop language. It actually turns people away. It stops them from looking at your content. It makes them turn away from your content. Green language gets them wanting more. Stop language gets them wanting less. So there are certain words and phrases that attract and engage people, and certain words and phrases that repel people. And so I like to refer to these as green and red. And I remember years ago doing a course, and she talked about green braining your website. And she showed us how to green brain our website. And she basically took all these words out that were repelling people, putting people off, and inserted all these really beautiful words. And that was the first time I'd heard about green braining and red braining. That was Annette Lakovich. Kudos to her. She's an amazing teacher. So what makes language green? Well, what I've realized over time is that green language actually appeals to the subconscious desires that your audience has. So often these aren't conscious, right? It's below the surface. And your followers, your audience has a whole heap of subconscious desires that we can tap into when we understand this. So they are already existing. There's so many desires that people have, but I want to give you 3 here that I just kind of thought about today, and I've named it the FEM triad. You might want to write that down, the FEM triad, FEM. A Harvard study showed that about 95% of our buying decisions are made subconsciously, below the surface. So we don't know logically why we made them. We justify with logic, right? We typically make our decisions based on subconscious, based on emotion, based on a whole heap of unconscious, subconscious desires, meeting our needs, meeting our values, not on a rational process. If you think about something that you've bought that hasn't been logical. For me, I've got lots of purchases, holidays, dresses, handbags, all sorts of things that don't seem logical, but I've justified it logically. But really, let's be honest, we just want it, right? We just want it. So there are loads of subconscious desires. The FEM triad is, you can just keep it in the back of your mind. That's why I like, I don't know what you call these things, where it's like things that you can remember when you're creating content. The FEM triad. Number 1, faster. People want things faster. This is a desire, the desire for speed. It's often subconscious, the desire for speed. So how can we insert into our content a way that someone can get things to happen in less time? We all want to save time. We all hate wasting time. So number 1, the F is faster. Number 2, the E is easier, the desire for ease. We all want to save effort, to save energy, to save exertion. So think of the E, easier, save effort, exhaustion, energy. And number 3, the M is more, the desire for more, the desire for increase, the desire for growth, more novelty, more action, more drama, more curiosity. That's what we want. We want more. So faster, easier, more. It's just easy to remember when you're creating content. How can I show someone that I can help them get what they want faster, easier, and I can give them more of what they want? if you can show someone through your content that you can make things faster, that you can make things easier for them, and you can help them get more of what they want, then it will definitely get people to keep reading. So ultimately, right, this means we need to know what our clients want more of, what our ideal clients want more of, and then we need to give it to them. I want to share with you a few examples that I've done makeovers on to make language go from red language to red language to green language. And if you think about the FEM triad, faster, easier, more, you can think about making over your own content to just add some of this in there. So here's an example. So before, I was working with someone who had 3 ideas for healthy lunches. So health coach coming up with a piece of content, 3 ideas for healthy lunches. So you might make some content like this if you're a health coach. It does the job, but it's pretty logical and it's actually pretty bland, right? So I changed it to 3 instant cures for boring healthy lunches. And what 3 instant cures for boring healthy lunches does is instant, faster. So instant is a green word. It makes people go instant because people want things faster. Okay, instant, it's a cure and it solves the problem of being boring. Remember, people want more novelty, so it solves that problem. So just in one statement, I've added that green language and taken out the red language. So it's just a simple exercise that shows how 1 or 2 tweaks in your language can make something go from red to green. Here's another example: how to be more effective at content creation. Sounds fine, it does the job, but just adding a few little tweaks takes it from kind of fine to green. So I changed it to 3 surprising ways to be uber effective with your content creation. So if you add a number, it can add some more curiosity and intrigue. It can make it feel more like organized knowledge. And the word surprising, the hindbrain loves surprise, shock, things that are urgent or important. It's paying attention for that to that. So that's giving them a little bit more excitement into their day. Our brains love surprise. Our brain loves novelty and curiosity. So it just kind of hooks people in more. I'll give you one more example. So something that I saw one of my clients do, this is a long time ago. She said, I'll show you how to set goals for your relationship and make sure that they happen. Again, fine, but I change it to, you'll pick up my unique relationship roadmap. So you'll pick up, it implies you'll get something. So if you think of the FEM triad, they want more, they want to get something. It's organized knowledge, relationship roadmap. So you can finally achieve. So finally implies it's been taking you a long time. Let's get it done. So speed, faster. The deep connection you want to have with your partner. So it's gone from, I'll show you how to set goals for your relationship, to you'll pick up my unique relationship roadmap. So you can finally achieve the deep connection. So it's really plugging into what they want, that desire that they have. Can you see how just a few tweaks in these language can make all the difference? All right, so that's number 1, team. Go from red language to green language. Number 2, this is one of my favorite topics. Share painkillers, not vitamins. Share painkillers, not vitamins. If you want to write so that people read, if you want to speak so that people listen, you need to share in a way that shows people that they need something. I'm going to say that again because it's so important. Share in a way that shows people that they need something. So let's talk about vitamins versus painkillers. A vitamin is something that's good for you. We take them for a future health benefit. So we don't always notice the difference because it's kind of like it just tops us up if we need it. It's getting us kind of back to baseline. Often we forget to take them. If you're anything like most people, we kind of think that we should take them. We don't always notice if we miss it. It's preventative. So vitamin content isn't really missed. It kind of makes people tune out. It's like, oh, it's kind of nice. Yeah, I should probably do that. I should probably prevent that. But often people tune out if it's vitamin content. It's not sticky. If you had an extremely painful headache, like a debilitating headache, you wouldn't go for a vitamin. You wouldn't be convinced you wouldn't need to be convinced that you need a painkiller. You would go looking for it, you'd go searching for it, you would make it happen, you'd be proactive. So if you think about painkiller content, have a think about, what is the pain that your people are in? What's the painkiller that your clients are looking for? And how can you provide that for them in your content? Or how can you show them that working with you as a coach, as in your program, is going to be a painkiller for them? Not a nice to have, not if you feel like it, not now and then, but painkiller. It makes people sit on the edge of their seat. It makes people lean in. That's when people seek you out. And that's when people refer you to other people, because you're actually solving a pain that they have, not just adding a little bit of improvement. So that's number 2. Number 3, I hope you're tracking, team. I hope you're taking some notes. Number 3 is that we want to help people overcome barriers to action. Help people to overcome their barriers to action. I remember one of my clients said to me a while back, she said, Kat, I get way more engagement, way more comments if I post funny stuff. Like whenever I post things about my cat, I get more engagement. And I say, of course you do, because people, that's so easy to like. It's entertaining. It doesn't challenge them. The fun, like she said, the funny stuff gets the most likes. I'm not sure if you've fallen into that trap before, where it can feel like, well, as long as I get likes, I'm successful. As long as I get lots of, as long as I reach lots of Instagram accounts, as long as I get the comments, it makes you feel good. I get it. It's social behavior. We don't want to have a post that's got no likes on it. But you know, I built a 6-figure business without having a lot of likes, without having a heap of engagement. One of my friends who's a copywriter, she will put out a post and she'll get like, not that many, but she'll private message me and she'll say, just sign up a few clients. And her program's at over $3,000. So you don't need the masses to see it. You don't need loads and loads of comments. What you do need is for people to take that next step towards you. Not everybody is going to comment and like, but if they reach out to you private, oh, hey, I actually really need some help. That's ultimately what we want. Like that's what we want as paid clients. So if you want to ensure that people actually take action to change their life, not just entertain them, we need to overcome their barriers to action. We can't just share how-to tips. There's how-to tips everywhere. It's the most searched term on Google. How to do this, how to do that. It's not just about people learning, it's about people taking action. And so for someone to take action, we need to know what's in the way of them taking action. What is in the gap? What are all the objections? What are all the barriers, all the blocks? And how can your content overcome them? How can your content help these people to overcome their resistance to changing? How can you have them to overcome their biggest objections to working with you? So you want to make sure your content's helpful, that it solves some pain points, but that actually shows them how important it is to take action to change. So when you're thinking about content for your social media and for your emails, just think, what are the biggest objections they have and how can I use this content to overcome it? A lot of people don't think this way. They don't start with the end in mind. What's the purpose of the post? What's the call to action at the end of the post? And then what is their objection to taking that action? If you always build backwards from there, you're going to get more and more people reading your content, listening to your videos, and ultimately taking action, which is what we want. So if there's one key point I want you to take away, it's that when you know how to do this, when you know how to share compelling content, your marketing becomes more fun, more easy, you show up more confident, and ultimately you get more clients. The right people start contacting you, and it's amazing. And this is a skill that you can develop. Anybody can develop it. And if you want to develop the skill, this is why I created this full 1-day free workshop to share how to get clients with compelling content. It's not for everybody. It's for service-based business owners and coaches. And there's only 30 free tickets available. So if you want to know more about it, just drop workshop into the comments and I will contact you. I know some of you here live are already registered, so I look forward to seeing you there. It's going to be an awesome day. I only run this workshop once a year. So if you'd like to know exactly how you can get clients using your content, this is for you. It takes the best of what I've learned. I've condensed it down into the most effective frameworks that actually really work. So just a recap of what we covered today. To write content that people will read, use green language, not red language. Share painkillers, not vitamins. and help people overcome their barriers to action. And remember, if you want to be in one of those 30 people that get the free ticket, just pop workshop now, or just DM me the word workshop and I'll get that to you. So take care, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. And remember, keep showing up, keep sharing, because the world needs your words. They matter. Big love. Bye for now.